Somebody said, what was the most challenging part of shooting this video? It was the Me versus You video is essentially both sides of the political spectrum, the left and the right, the red and the blue as they're represented in the visual. And they're sort of arguing back and forth about all the shit that everybody argues about every day on social media, on the news, whatever, in person at protests. So in the video, these two characters are arguing about everything. And it was a pretty easy gig for me. Like, all I had to do was, you know, you don't even have to rap very many lines in a row, because one guy raps and the next guy responds. So I would rap a line and then stop, and then wait for my next time to come in, and then rap that line and then stop, which was a little bit difficult because you want to just keep rapping. You have to kind of force to stop yourself. But that wasn't the hard part. The hard part was Nova's job, because the way that the camera spins and it goes from one character and then spins, boom, into the next character's face, that was just like a pain in the ass, because everything had to be identical. The framing of me in the red had to be almost exactly the same as the framing of me in the blue, and the camera couldn't move. If the camera would have got bumped, we would have had to start from the beginning of the video and reshoot everything again. So it was pretty stressful. There's people walking around and the camera's there on a tripod, and we're dragging gear around and moving lights, and cords are getting caught around the feet of the tripod, and it was fuck. So that shit was stressful. The actual technical part of things was stressful, but the creative and the acting and the performance part was relatively easy. Eminem's new song Houdini, I think it was like my favorite thing that Eminem's done in fucking forever. I thought it was great. It was still like not quite there for me, but that's because I grew up in a different era with a different Eminem, so the new stuff is not really my bag. But I thought it was great. I thought the video was fucking hilarious. But I still want to beat him on iTunes. I have to. We have to. Well, we don't have to, but it would be cool, because we beat him once already, and it would be cool to beat him again. But there's a lot. It's a huge record, man. It's a big fucking record. Huge. One of his biggest in years and years and years and years and years. But I believe we can do it. If everybody bands together and downloads Me versus You on iTunes, we can do it. People don't realize the power that they have, man. It does not take much. Like yesterday, we were only 143 downloads away from taking that #1 spot from Eminem. 143 downloads. That's fuck all. But who knows? Like, by the time that we've got 143 downloads, Eminem may have got fucking 243 downloads. But it's a close fucking race. And like I said, I'm honored to even just have this song be up against one of the biggest Eminem songs in the last 10 years. But it's a close race. I don't know if people realize the amount of power they have just by fucking clicking that link that's pinned in the chat and downloading Me versus You on iTunes. That's massive. That's huge. Every single download counts, especially when the race is this close. Every single download counts. Please. What is your favorite lyrics from your new song, Tom? Oh, what's my favorite lyrics from the new song, Me versus You? I think I'm partial to the part about Hunter Biden smoking crack. I really liked those bars.
Well, my president ended pandemic, saved the economy, and introduced legislation fighting for our equality. His son smokes crack. I don't care about that, honestly. He's raising all our wages. He can't raise his children properly.
Victor Lee says, how often do people confuse you with Tommy Mac? Nobody's ever asked me that before, I don't think. But I have a good fucking story about that. So Tommy Mac is a very well-known guitar player from the rock band Headley. Apparently, Tommy Mac from Headley also has a criminal record and also owes some studios in Canada some money, because for about 6 months, I was getting collection calls from some credit fucking company telling me that I owed $9,000 to some fucking studio that I'd never been to, nor could I afford at that time to go to. And they thought that I was Tommy Mac from Headley. And I was stopped at the American border one time and detained for like 12 hours because Tommy Mac from Headley had some sort of criminal record. It was an assault charge or some shit. I don't know. And they thought I was that guy. And I was like, I'm not that guy. And they're like, where's the tattoo that says faith? And I said, I don't have a tattoo that says faith. And they said, well, what do you do for a living? And I said, I'm a musician. And it said on their computer that Tommy Mac was a musician too. So I was just digging this fucking hole deeper and deeper and deeper. Anyways, I used to be able, when I was like fucking 18 or 19 and I still wanted to get a record deal, I used to be able to fucking call Universal Music and my call ID would come up on their phone as Tom MacDonald. And they'd think I was Tom MacDonald from Headley, and they'd just patch me through to whoever the fuck I wanted to talk to. And then they'd figure out pretty quickly that I wasn't that guy, and then they'd end the call. I even, like, dude, when I was like 18, I took a meeting with somebody at Warner who thought they were emailing back and forth with Tommy Mac from Headley, but they weren't. They were emailing back and forth with this Tommy Mac, who was a fucking nobody at the time. So that's how often it happens. It hasn't happened in years and years and years and years and years. He probably fucking hates it because he's just a great dude and a very talented musician. And he's probably getting confused for me all the time now. And people are like, oh, you're that piece of shit rapper, racist, transphobic guy from Instagram, aren't you? And he's like, no, I just have the same name as that guy. So things are cyclical. Oh, somebody said, is that a flower stool back there? Boom, right there. Yes, that's a flower stool. That's Nova's. I'm in Nova's room right now. My wonderful, wonderful girlfriend of, 7 or 8 years now. Yes, we're going to get married. Yes, we're going to have kids. Okay, before you ask, the wheels are in motion. Yep, that's a flower stool. My sister dropped it and broke it. And then she cried about it because I gave her shit. But you can't tell from back here, so we just spun the broken part towards the wall. She felt so bad about breaking that thing. And it wasn't even that big a deal. But Jenna is just, my sister is such a perfectionist and she hates doing the wrong thing that it got to her that day. Somebody said, good song, man. Where's the cry out for unity, though? I thought the chorus and the bridge were both about unity. They put you on the left. They put you on the right. They tell you who to hate. Then they tell you who to fight till you're screaming.
Screaming. They put you on the right. They put you on the left. They tell you who to hate. They do anything to get you screaming. Screaming.
It doesn't sound like unity, but if you read the words, that's what it's about. It's about us being pitted against one another. It's about us being divided into teams by the powers that be so that there can be conflict that they can capitalize on and monetize. That's what the whole concept of the song is. And the chorus and the bridge, I think, ties everything together. So that was my cry for unity. Currently drawing your Hangover Gang logo for my dad for Father's Day since my family is all fans. We love your videos. That's so friggin' cool. Happy Father's Day to your papa. Dude, I take a lot of pride in making music that an entire family can listen to together. I had a dad come up to me at a show one time, and he pulled me aside, and he was there with his 2 little boys, and he said, man, I just wanted to thank you. My boys are getting to the age where it's not cool to hang out with dad anymore, so I don't get to spend time with them. We don't get to do stuff like we used to, and coming to your show and listening to your music and watching your music videos is something that we can all do together, and he thanked me for that, and it really struck a chord. I think I got a little misty-eyed when he told me that story, because I can only imagine what being a dad is like and wanting to spend time with your kids, and they don't think that's cool. They're doing their own thing. And to have something that can come back and pull everybody together, I thought that was really friggin' cool. He said, when are you sitting down to talk to Trump? Well, I'm waiting for that phone call. He's got my number. They've all got my number. Why did you start making music? That's a good question. Why did I start making music? I think, oh shit, I fucked up here. Hold on. They put you on the left. They put you on the right. There we go. Why did I start making music? I think just like many people out there, man, like music is just like a fucking universal language. I think that you get a feeling in your gut when you hear songs that are relevant to you. Songs can make you cry. Songs can make you laugh. Songs can make you happy. Songs can make you feel like you're capable of just taking over the world. They can give you energy when you're in the gym. And that always just fascinated me since I was a kid. That feeling that I got from listening to music, when I felt empowered, when I felt good, when I felt like something understood me, that musician understood me, like those are the things that I wanted to do for other people. I wanted to empower other people. I wanted to give them that extra little bit of gas in the gym, that motivation that makes them feel like they can take over the world. I wanted to give people the feelings that I was getting from music. So I think that was the inception of it. That's when I really thought, oh, this is the greatest thing on earth. I want to do that. And then it grew from there, and there was many turns and twists and different roads taken, and it changed and evolved and moved over the years. Let me just check on things right now. So the video dropped on Friday, and right now, 1.8 million views. Number 7 trending on YouTube. This is major. This is major. It's doing better than God Mode did. And that shit went crazy. So, yes, the new video is out now. You clearly haven't seen it. If you haven't seen the new video, go check it out. It's called Me versus You. It just dropped on Friday. We are just almost at 2 million views. So if everybody would go watch the video, we would break that 2 million views threshold. And please, when you're watching the new video, it's absolutely free and it helps me so much. Please drop a comment on the new video and give the video a like on YouTube. I'll even tell you what to comment. Comment F the system. I'm going to go to the video after this live stream and I'm going to read all the comments and I'm going to see how many F the systems we have. I'm going to sort the comments by newest first and I'm going to count how many F the systems, and then I'm going to know how many of you guys decided to do that. And check it out, man. Like, the more you comment and like the video on YouTube, the more that triggers YouTube's algorithm. That is the goal here. If we can trigger YouTube's algorithm with comments and likes, it'll push the video feed up the trending charts, and hopefully we can break into the top 5, which would be amazing. And here's the thing about the top 5 on YouTube. There's a lot of reactors out there who don't know who the fuck I am, who don't know what Hangover Gang is, who don't know. And when your video breaks the top 5, a lot of reactors just react to whatever's in the top 5 on YouTube. So if you can get your video into the top 5, a lot of new reactors find you, which is really cool. So comment and like on the new video. It'll trigger YouTube's algorithm. It'll expose us to new reactors. It'll hopefully get us in the top 5 on the trending charts. We're number 7 right now. It'll populate the video on people's pages. It'll put us on the home screen, blah, 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 blah. Comments and likes trigger the video. Comment F the system. Just F, because YouTube will delete your comment if you say fuck, because it's a bad fucking word. And, most importantly, we've got 4 number 1s on Billboard in a row. It's going to be really tough. I'm just being honest. It's going to be really tough to get a number 1 on Billboard this time. We're number 2 to Eminem. If you got a spare dollar, please head to iTunes and download Me versus You on iTunes. Let's take that number 1 spot from Eminem. It is a friggin' close race. We are neck and neck right now. So head to iTunes, download the new video, Me versus You, and blow up the comments on the video and check out the new merch.
They put you on the left, they put you on the right. They tell you what to hate, then they tell you who to fight. Till you're screaming, screaming.
The 2 main points are, guys, we are absolutely friggin' crushing it with this new video right now. 2 million views, almost 2 million views in just over 48 hours. Please go watch the new music video, Me versus You. Please drop 3 or 4 comments and please give that video a like, trigger that algorithm. Let's try to go from number 7 trending to the top 5 trending. Let's fucking crush it. I'm going to go check the comment section in 2 minutes and see how many F the systems we got in the chat. If you're one of the people that ends up commenting on the video or downloading the song on iTunes, you are the fucking lifeblood that keeps independent artists alive. Never underestimate yourself. Please realize the power that you guys have as the audience in a situation like this. You have all the power, all of it. I don't have a record label or a manager or PR or marketing or any of that bullshit. I got me, I got my girlfriend, I got my dogs, and I got you guys. And the dogs don't have phones, so they can't download the new song on iTunes. And their paws are not very dexterous, so they can't comment on the video either. That's up to you guys. Go give the new video, Me Versus You, a like. Drop 3 or 4 comments and head to iTunes and download the song Me Versus You. Let's take number 1 from Eminem. I love y'all. Until next time, it's been an absolute pleasure. I'm out. Let's go!
Maybe we're the wild ones, wild ones, wild ones. Maybe we're the wild ones, wild ones.